Hey, it's Prospector Jess from Hunting for Gold again. In this episode, I'm going to show you about gold, rocks, and minerals and how they tie together, specifically the types of rocks and how you can find gold using those as clues. So let's take a look. So we're going to begin our discussion with gold, rocks, and minerals. Specific rock types we'll cover are igneous or fire-formed, sedimentary, these are deposits from water, you can think of it as water-formed rocks, and metamorphic, which are really reformed rocks, rocks that have been welded together from other deposits, including igneous and sedimentary, as well as other metamorphic rocks that have been recombined to form new minerals, actually new rock types. They're composed of minerals, and we'll be covering minerals in a second here. Why do you care about rocks and gold? You might ask, who cares? Well, the answer is, rocks are one of the fundamental clues that once you understand rocks and what they're telling you, there's a story in every single rock and every single mineral that tells you a little bit more about gold and where you can find it and what type of gold you're specifically looking for. I have a number of people asking me, where can I find gold? I'm finding pyrite and I'm finding this and I'm finding that, but I don't understand. I don't see any gold. Well, it may be that you're looking at the gold and don't realize that it's buried in the very minerals you're uncovering. So you need to understand a little bit more about the rocks and how to read them, as well as how to read your creek, so that you can put together that whole picture and tell the story that it's telling you about gold. That's why we care about rocks. It's very important to understand that, because when you put this picture together, this is how you're going to develop your own personal gold map and find out specifically where you need to move to next to save time, energy, and to find that gold. So your goal is going to be to find out exactly what kind of rocks you're looking at and the nature of those rocks. Now, we won't be able to go into all that detail in this video. What we're going to talk about is the general nature of them. The course we have on gold and finding gold will cover that material in detail. But for now, just understand these three things cover pretty much everything you need to know. But you understand that as you find out about each detail, each type of rock, there's going to be a story it tells you. The stories come together to tell the bigger picture about what you're looking at on your specific gold site. Each site is unique. Each set of rocks that comes into a site are unique to that site. That's part of the story you must detail. And that is why it's so difficult to find gold without understanding those things, because people don't understand what they're looking at. If you understand what you're looking at, finding out and figuring out where to go to next is pretty easy. Okay? So, let's go on further. Let's get on to the next part, and we'll talk a little bit more about what it is with igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks, now that we know why we care. So let me write that down and we'll get going.